Let me begin really bluntly, because I think we have been witnessing over the last few months the collapse of credibility inside the Conservative Party over many things, but particularly over immigration and asylum, and nowhere is this clearer than in the behaviour of Kemi Badenoch and her cohort of dog whistlers. It's a textbook case of political hypocrisy. A party that spent 14 years in government presiding over record immigration, soaring asylum hotels, and administrative failure, now standing in opposition and condemning precisely the system that they created. The most telling evidence comes not from the opposition benches but from Conservative MPs themselves, and leaked WhatsApp messages from the 2024 intake show unease. And correctly so, even some open rebellion against the puerile adverts circulated by party headquarters listing so-called perks of asylum hotels, place stations, bus passes, 3-star rooms, weekly stipends. The backlash has been immediate. Lewis Coking, new MP for Broxbourne, pointed out the obvious. Asylum hotels were the Conservative creation, peaking at 400 under Conservative governments, costing the taxpayer £3 billion annually, and to attack Labour on this is not merely disingenuous, it is absurd. It opens the Conservative Party under Kemi Badenoch to mocking ridicule. Ben Obese-Jecty, a parliamentary private secretary, a very impressive and upright MP, went further, ridiculing the comms strategy as, well, I can't repeat it here, but it's something that what's his name? The fellow who I forget his name now. Anyway, poor, but there's some alliteration in his expression. Poor. These are not radical leftists or awkward backbenchers. These are Tory loyalists aghast at the stupidity of their own leadership. Badenoch, of course, positions herself as the voice of uncompromising toughness. She toys with leaving the European Convention on Human Rights. She pledges deportations on all irregular arrivals. She promises with Trumpian simplicity to reduce small boat crossings to zero. Yet the reality is that her Home Office predecessors, Patel, Braverman and Cleverly, it's Cleverly I was thinking about, Cleverly, all tried and failed. Hotels proliferated, processing collapsed, detention centres filled. Badenoch knows this. Her colleagues know this, and yet she repeats the same slogans while condemning her successors for inheriting her failures. That's hypocrisy in the purest form. And the deeper problem is institutional. The Home Office ceased long ago to be an effective ministry. It's been described even by its own ministers as not fit for purpose. Endless reorganisations, computer failures, underfunding, legal missteps. The result is institutional paralysis. And the current spectacle, with councils now taking the government to court to close migrant hotels on planning grounds because the Home Office didn't think that was a possibility, only underlines the dysfunction of that ministry. A High Court ruling in Essex forced the closure of the Bell Hotel within weeks, creating panic at the Home Office. That's not strategy, that's firefighting. And here lies the significance of the new Tory MPs. They recognise their rank behaviour for what it is. They know their party cannot simply copy Farage and Reform UK shouting about deportations and perks lists. They know voters see through the hypocrisy. That it was the Conservatives themselves who presided over net migration close to 1 million and who normalised hotel accommodation. This is not compassion, nor is it competence. It's cowardice dressed up as toughness. And for a younger generation of Conservative MPs, the risk is existential. Do they continue this pantomime, or do they attempt to reclaim credibility through honesty? Is it possible one of that new intake will be able to challenge Badenoch for the leadership and bring the Conservative Party back round to the centre where it belongs? Badenoch fails to grasp is that such hypocrisy corrodes public trust. And it's not just Badenoch, by the way. It's not just the Conservatives who are doing this. The Labour Party is doing it as well. Because the Labour Party started this with Blunkett. Every failed slogan, every broken deportation scheme, every cynical advert widens the gap between rhetoric and reality. When she says we will take back control, the electorate remembers that her party promised exactly that in 2016 and has delivered chaos and chaos and chaos instead. We're therefore at an inflection point. A once mighty ministry is discredited. A leader of the opposition trades in gestures that echo the failures of her predecessors, and a new generation of Tory MPs quietly mutiny, unwilling to defend the indefensible. The hypocrisy of Badenoch and her crowd is not a sideshow, it's the central drama of the Conservative collapse. The more they rail against asylum hotels, the more they remind us of their own record in establishing the asylum hotels and the mess that is the canker. The canker is Conservative. The more they preach toughness, the more their weakness is revealed. In short, the party that built the system now campaigns against it. The electorate may tolerate many things, but it will not forgive being treated as fools by fools. Kemi Badenoch needs to wake up and either do something constructive, say something constructive, or get out of the way and allow somebody else to move in and take over.